Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Marvel Legends series Deadpool Shiklah, and this is from the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave, and she comes in that typical style Marvel Legends packaging. The artwork on both sides of the box is great. Again, the artist is being consistent, and the detail, it just looks phenomenal. You got Shiklah and you got Jeff the Landshark on both sides of this package. Here we have the back of the box with some read-up information, so feel free to pause it if you want to read it. We got Shiklah and Jeff all in the back, and everybody that you need to have to build Strong Guy. Shiklah out of the package looks phenomenal. I got the whole wave, so obviously I'm building Strongman, and I was going to pass on this figure and pirate Deadpool, and I'm glad I haven't, and we'll get into that after I show you guys what she comes with. She comes with the giant honking right arm of Strong Guy. She also comes with Jeff the Landshark.
My name is Jeff.
Now, Jeff the Landshark is not articulated, but he is painted quite well. He's got the little smiling grin, some gums, some teeth, glossy eyes, the gills. Like, the sculpt work in this is pretty awesome. It's crazy that she didn't, well, it's crazy that he didn't come with Gwenpool. Would have made more sense. Got a little excess, either missing paint or paint on that leg. A little bit of something going on this tail. But either way, it is Jeff. And I know a lot of people are like, I gotta get Jeff. And, you know, they don't want Shiklah. They want Jeff. So maybe that's why they packaged Jeff with her. But I think this is awesome. And it's just, he's like adorable. But he's also a shark. Shiklah up close looks amazing. I love the black eyes with the gold irises. They look really good. I love her smirk, the lipstick, the eye markings. They all look very, very nice. And I think either the coins on her head or whatever's going on up here, either those are separate pieces or they're just painted very, very clean. The figure, again, in the face looks phenomenal. We even get this necklace that's a separate piece. We get a mixture of matte and glossy finishes on her busty area. Her arms, they're glossy. I got a little bit of a mark on her boob. We get a floating belt, and if you guys can see, I'm going to try to zoom in. The pattern on her clothes, if it'll focus, let me darken this a little bit. They're skulls, which looks awesome. The print is consistent throughout this purple, which is very, very cool. Now, we also have another thing, like her hair looks really good. It's just black, but it's sculpted very, very nice. She even has some, wow, it looks like, I didn't even notice that before, but she has some earrings in there. And then we get this cool, like, bat skull, like Avenged Sevenfold, the Morgan from Street Fighter type of hairpiece. Like, it's awesome. It's a little pliable plastic and everything. And for being macaroni and cheese type of gold, it's not bad at all. Her butt is glossy as well. And some of the glossy, like, has markings on it. It's almost like the glossy paint didn't set or finish, so some of the stuff has a little bit of, like, it got stuck on something. But the glossiness goes down her thigh and then goes to matte for the rest of her legs, which that's not cool. It should have been consistently glossy, unless she's sweating up there and dries before it gets the shoes, because shoes almost look, they're casted in plastic and they're still a little bit more shiny than this part. Like, this whole part of her legs is a matte type of plastic, which I'm not a fan of, but you really have to be looking down at her legs to really see that. Other than that, she does come with some floating, like, these are like separate little wrist pieces. So a lot of floating jewelry on her. And we get this cape thing we've seen before with, like, Storm and stuff, different pattern. And it's done out of this, like, weird material. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what type of material to classify it. It works. It feels cheapiness, but also feels durable at the same time. I don't know. I don't know what I would classify this. If you guys have her, what would you classify this fabric as being? So I went to go and record the articulation of the head, and her head wouldn't move on the disc hinge. So I was wondering why. But if you can see, there's a little nub here that sort of clicks, sort of mangles up right down there. But then when I go down the other way, like face it down, it pops out on the back. I don't know if that's the same for everybody, but that does cause a little bit of an issue with trying to just bend her neck. Now back to articulation. I put her head back on. So the disc hinge with the little snap can look down that far. And as for looking back, you really can't because her hair is getting in the way. Her arms can go up that far. No bicep swivel. They rotate, it's just the disc hinge. Single jointed elbow. Wrist rotation. The same hands we've seen before with a lot of their female figures. Hasbro, come on, man. We need different hands because you're going to be burning through this mold. And that's why we get some that have all jacked up fingers. But, yeah, wrist rotation and bend with this. Same on the other side. And you can get a good dog barking in the background. So do apologize. And you do get the whole cape thing that doesn't really get in the way too much. We do get that ball ab crunch. So, you know, she gets some really good range of motion with that. Even some side to side, which is awesome. No waist cut at all. That's as far as she can do the splits. She has a thigh cut, which breaks up the sculpt a little bit in the pattern. I wish they would have just sort of sculpted in and had the cut in this boot, but instead they painted the boots on there, which is clean. Definitely clean, but they could have just sculpted up a boot and had it swivel at the boot. I don't understand why they didn't do that. A lot of her undergarments are just painted, like her underwear, the bra part. Yeah, there's no like sculpt work at all. It's just paint. So it's just like a naked buck that they just painted and stuff. We get the double jointed knee, which works quite well. And we get an ankle bend, sort of. Only goes this far back, but it goes up that far. And then we should have some generous pivot, which, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad for the pivoting. So overall, the figure's awesome. Tons of detail. I wish they would have sculpted on her boots and her like undergarments and stuff like that. Add a little bit more to the sculpt instead of relying on paint. But with the paint that they did use, it actually turned out very well. They put a lot of detail into the face. It's just overall a great figure. Plus you get Jeff the Landshark. And if you got Deadpool, you got any scooters laying around, or you got the Deadpool with the scooter with all the other dog pool and everything like that, then you could put her out probably on the back of that. But right now, I just have him on this type of scooter, and you can just do a nice little family portrait. But it's a solid figure, so guys, don't sleep on her. I mean, if you're a Deadpool fan, you gotta have her. I mean, that's Mrs. Deadpool. I mean, well, ex-Mrs. Deadpool, but still, you gotta have her, and I highly recommend her. She's fun, a cool looking figure, and plus, you get a Landshark. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Marvel Legends Shiklah and Jeff. If you guys like what you saw, please hit that thumbs up. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button, as it'll mean the world to me. And hit that silver bell notification if you want to know when I post up a new video. And make sure you guys check out Nate's Toys and Collectibles, the Facebook group, and link is down below. He's basically my source for Legends and my Star Wars Black Series and my G.I. Joes. So definitely check him out. He's got some amazing prices. And, you know, even before he opened up his shop, you guys heard me talk about him. It's Nate Simmons, the Syndicate Santa, you know, all that good stuff. So definitely a reliable source for picking up some figures. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting. Have a beautiful day.